Good morning, sunshine. I hope that you slept well. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. This is your daily insight on life and love for September 28th, 2020, also timeless. So wherever you're pulled to this in time, goodness, this might have some sort of a message for you. It's general, it's collective, so don't force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, you can either let it fall away or you can ask questions about booking your own personal reading. My information is going to be in the description. You can also find me on any social platform, so definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world and ask questions about my coronavirus sale, which has been extended until further notice because, well, coronavirus is still around and you all are still amazing, and I'm enjoying talking to everyone from all over this planet. So ask questions. I was guided to kick this reading off with regular Rider-Waite. Looks like we're getting rid of some stressors. So we have here 3 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody is having a real issue with boundary and cutting people out. It is strength that you are needing through this. It's going to take you a lot because you want to go back to some sort of old habit. It's this need of this person being in your life or this validation, even if they're not particularly positive for you or good for you. It's that longing for this idea of them. But I see, well, this was actually initially in reverse. Let's see, how am I supposed to read it? All right, appears though it wants to be read upright now. So then we have the Queen of Cups upright, and now this is upright. All right, this being the base, getting rid of the stressors and paving a new way. I love it. I can dig it. It's going to be a constant and consistent thing that you have to remind yourself of, because I think that this is somebody who has made such an impact in your life and who has been there for a very long time. You need to be okay emotionally. You need to be okay with your support system and develop a better support system. Not only just exteriorly, you need to be a better support to yourself. So this, it's going to take you some strength to get to it. It's exhausting. I know that you want to give in to it. I know that you want to just go back running to a person or a situation in your life, because it's feeling like a rubber band. This pull, it's snapping back like nothing else. Your boundaries, this is being called into question, because I feel like what I'm seeing for you is, sorry about that. So what I'm seeing for you is not that you're a doormat. I'm not saying that. It's just this person or situation is one of your weaknesses. We all have them. Don't think that this is speaking something negatively of you. We all have them. We all are at fault with this. This is one that you are willing to work on right now. So it's going to take some time. So this is what we're looking at. Where are we taking this, Spirit? I'm being pulled to Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. So, I hope that you had a great weekend. What did you end up doing? I did a lot of rest. And taking my kids out. Oh, goodness. Tomorrow, my son Michael is turning 9. Such a big boy. All right, so we're leading this into something with a base of tribe. Thinker, you're overthinking it too much in your head right now. All right, so the base part of this is tribe, round and round. Why am I so yawny right now? I want one more. Okay. You don't want to let this in. You don't want to let this group in, or you don't want to appear vulnerable. It's a hard time attaching to a situation because these people are coming into your life and you are pushing away something that it was destructive. You're finding your tribe, you're finding your path, but you have to look at the faults in your foundation, because as much as we want to blame everything on the exterior, on the opponent, on the other person, the party, whatever it might be for you, there's some faults in your foundation where this has been brought into your life, either by conditioning or just by repeating some cycles. Well, actually, those kind of feel like the same thing, don't they? All right, this is telling you to breathe, Don't disconnect yourself. That's not going to get you to where you want to go on this. You're addressing this situation head on, and you actually have an issue with, well, not an issue. You have a need to reconnect with source and spirit on this. The exchanging gifts, your independence. You can be connected and have independence. You can have these healthy boundaries. This is all stemming from an issue in your mind. And I think that it's putting you at almost an infantile state. You know, not that you are infantile, but it's this feeling of just powerlessness and having to succumb to something. I don't want that for you. And I see that you are going to be looking at the faults in your foundations. This is an opportunity, a gift. It's beautiful. So, where are we going to take this? I'm still being pulled to this deck. So, let's see. Message in a bottle. That's the new base. Okay, so we did tribe. And then building blocks was in reverse. And now we have message in a bottle and imaginations in reverse. You have to be okay with admitting that you don't know where this is going to go. You're following spirit message and you're jumping right in. This is kind of feeling like the Fool card. I don't see it as a negative thing. I just see it as you're nervous. You're walking on eggshells. You're doing it. You're facing your fears. But the thing is, it's still, it's really working on your anxiety of the situation right now because you are breaking very codependent patterns in your life. So, okay, so the never-ending story. You know you're not broken. You're not. Whatever it was that you clung on to that you feel has broken you, it hasn't. This was some major learning lessons for yourself, and you're putting way too much burden on yourself about the entire thing. I really feel like you're beating yourself up. That's unfair. Let's see. Going again with the blocks in the foundation. You don't feel secure enough in opening yourself up. I think that you are coming from a very wounded place where you don't have trust in it, and it's going to just be another cycle. It's not repeating any cycle. You're seeing something that is more resonant with you at a higher level perspective. So now it's giving yourself a little bit more rope, not more rope to hang yourself with, not at all. Giving yourself more rope to roam. You're not detached. And you're not the cause of every issue in your life. Like, you are not the person who's at fault for everything. This is a lot of co-creative energies, a lot of things that didn't mesh well that people have clung on to with the tightest grips that they could possibly do. It wasn't all you. Obviously, you had a part in this situation just by existing. I know how that sounds. Trust me, it's not lost. But you can't keep beating yourself up for this. You're not a fool. You're not broken. It just, you're recovering. And recovery hurts. So, where are we taking this? Archetypes. What do you need to know about archetypes and which ones you're working with? Now remember, there's 80 cards in here. I'm not calling you I'm not calling you a prostitute. Prostitute comes out this time around. And they're both in reverse. So we are looking at the shadow attributes of child nature and prostitute. Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Places material consideration above and security above self-empowerment. These are the shadow attributes that you are working with. It's not you being an abuse of power. It's about you being incredibly defensive and, let's see, very protective of yourself. Defensive and protective. freaking out. Even if you are well composed, I see that there's a level of you freaking out underneath your skin. Nope, too many cards, Spirit, not doing it. All right, so then we have the Priest upright, and then we have the Servant in reverse. Facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as the channel for spiritual energy. You're finding your people. Then using lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. Self-sabotage once you start to see a good thing take place. It's not too good to be true, and it's not an illusion. The only thing is you're still working from a wounded place, so you're maneuvering into a new healed area when you haven't fully recovered. So there's a lot of self-doubt, and you will be sure not to let yourself be taken advantage of and exposed again. Let's see. What is going to make this healing easier for you? Let's look. We have dreams. Pay attention to those. I've been having dreams about moving into these magnificently massive houses. And that's all about the improvement and the growth of self. Not that you need improvement, not that you constantly have to improve yourself. This is just by evolving. It's very natural. You're going to fall in love with your life. Even more so. Your dreams are unleashing what to look for in your soul tribe, your soul mates. And it's telling you to get into grounded energy and stop working with a lack mindset. There's nothing in life that you lack, and you don't need to overcompensate for something. You need to learn to fall in love with yourself and with life again. Look at this. It's a huge balancing act that you're doing right now while you're trying to heal. It's such a fine line that you're walking. So, let's see, where are we going to take this? Healing with Archangel Raphael. What does this want to tell you? What do you need to know for September 28th, 2020, also being timeless? So again, wherever you're pulled to this in time. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications and give me a thumbs up. It's right over there. I mean, if you enjoy it. If not, then by all means, just completely ignore what I said. Then we have fresh air, improving health. Yeah, you need to get out of your funk. Oh, God. Sleep is one of the most valuable things on the planet. We're not talking just about laying in bed, even though that is sometimes amazing. Sleep is one of the most valuable things. It's one of the most important things to take care of your health, keep you mindful and balanced. Be very careful about what you're feeding your body, what you're listening to, what you're allowing in its general vicinity. The fresh air, you're trying to get your vibration up. You are very open and exposed, and I want you to think of that as a positive thing. But also I want you to use some discernment with what you are surrounding yourself with, which is why this is talking about tribe and soulmates. And it seems to be something where maybe just use your discernment and not so much as a guard. It's getting better. Everything keeps pointing to it getting better, but I want more insight on that. Let's see. What does the collective need to know? Queen of Wands, setting your sights out further. Reparenting yourself, mothering unconditionally. I'm not saying that you have an issue with your mother. This is about reparenting yourself and being the unconditional mother within yourself, and not seeking it exteriorly, and not being at a crossroads in your life. The crossroads is over. Right now, you're showing yourself what you're made of. And this is a very big, loud, and boisterous lion heart. Very protective of yourself. You carrying the torch and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You being your own savior. You're working from a very insecure place, and you're finding your security. And you have the Star card, which means that you have just been through a lot of rejection in your life. The Star card, this is what came after. So I'm seeing this as, you know, the pain and exhaustion of what feels like rejection in your life. But you're getting your spark and spirit back. So this is where the Star card starts to come in. Let's see. Let's see. If you continue on this path, what can you expect as an outcome? Passion reawakened, moving on, healing, smoother roads, or not smoother roads, jeez, smoother waters ahead. And wow, being very upfront with what you will allow into your life. Curtness is a major word that I want you to embrace. It's not off-putting. It's not limiting yourself to other people's whim, and also not being very bending to the point of almost inauthenticity towards other people for their own comfort. There's a lot of unhealthy relationships that you are letting go of, and again, not all of them are romantic. This can be co-workers, it could be family, it could be friends. This is all up to you. It does seem like a dismantling of the tribe, though, a previous tribe, the one that you're not, well, the one that you are walking away from, not walking into. You have to see that you don't need anybody to fulfill you in life. You have fulfillment all of yourself. One of my favorite quotes was, I'm not afraid to burn bridges because I know how to swim. But also, one of my amazing clients told me this quote that one of her mentors gave her, and I fell in love with it. I actually have to quote it on my Facebook page. All right, where are you? Come on, out with it, out with it. Where's IG? Come on. Here we go. I love it. Okay. You've been walking on hot coals for so long, you didn't realize you were off the fire. I love that so much. That is beautiful. I have to remember that. I'm going to leave that open so I can write that down. But that's so true. You've been walking on hot coals for so long, you didn't realize you were off the fire. How often do we do that to ourselves? We don't realize that we're no longer in danger. We're no longer in active pain. We are responding to old pains. We are still living in old pains and not giving ourselves the acknowledgement of healing, the ability to heal. And it's in that moment when we acknowledge that in ourselves that we actually start to open up to the already healed aspects of ourselves. And then we can pursue that even further. All right, Spirit. These amazing people, you watching this, healing, what can you expect? Getting over a huge karmic lesson, huge, massive. So you have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, wishes fulfilled with what seems to be a lot of hastiness. It's like everything that's been knocked out, and now life is like, here you go. There's your gift. Good God, I can't believe you did all that. And look, we also have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Let's see. Can I get closing messages? I love it. So this is brought up. This is bringing in a lot of soulmate twin flame energies. something that you're not ready to invest in, but it's still coming around you right now. It'll be uncovered in time. It's just not right now, but they are in your general vicinity. So you might know them, you might acknowledge them, you might feel that magnetic pull towards them, and that's perfectly fine, but don't feel like you have to initiate anything. It doesn't have to be a romantic right now. It doesn't have to be, besties right now. Let this unfold naturally. It's going to happen in its own time. It's happening fast right now as a general to be bestowed before you, but you have to work on establishing what your better boundaries are. And the best thing about this is the people who you're establishing these boundaries with aren't put off by it at all. The battle is over. The welcoming has begun. And you're putting yourself in a much higher place mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And let's see. You're pouring out anything that seems like a discounted offer to your authenticity, value, worth. I want you to allow yourself to have a big and healthy ego. That's important. Yeah. You're coming back to yourself, your core self, not you when you've been hurt, exploited, taken advantage of. It's coming back to you and your soulful you. The decision's been made and it's already been executed. And now you're moving on. And this is one of the hardest things that you've ever done. But you're doing it. And there's the Two of Cups behind you. You're just not ready yet. But it's there. And it will reveal itself, bestow itself in front of you. Whenever you're ready, just switch it on. It's already co-creative. It's already ready when you are. So I hope that this reading made sense. And again, this was for September 28th, 2020, and also timeless. So if you have any questions about booking or personal reading and the coronavirus sale, my information's in the description or on any social platform. So reach out and ask questions about it. Definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're very loved and appreciated. Good night. Bye for now.